All right, what's up, everybody? It's Nick here. John is here, and Tristan. We've got the post-fight podcast. We're back another Thursday night or a morning, wherever you are in the world, to discuss all the latest One Championship news. Guys, been another busy week. I thought we were going to have a quiet week, and things kept happening. So here we are again, and we've made it worse for ourselves. We've got two interviews as well lined up. We got Jon Di Bella, the strawweight kickboxing champion, and we got JP Gallacher, who's just had his second fighter, I believe, get a $100,000 one championship contract. Aliff, congratulations to him. JP will be coming in first in a few minutes. First of all, guys, I'm going to throw it to you. Tristan, I got to go to you first. That haircut is looking fresh.
Thank you.
What happened?
It's getting kind of hot, bro. Working a few jobs now. I have to do a lot of meetings, and it's working with a lot of Thai people. They like the respectful look. So the long hair wasn't cutting it because I didn't like to tie it up, and it was just going everywhere.
It's a shame. I feel betrayed. I'm the only one with the long hair now on the show. John's hiding his under a hat. How are you? He's back in South Korea, I believe, and taking a well-earned vacation next week. So don't know if John will be here next week. But John, good to see you. How are you doing?
Good, man. Same as last week. Nothing really changes.
Didn't recognize Tristan. Oh, thank you.
You do look a little bit different.
It's his twin brother.
Because I jumped on on before we went live, and he's like, "Oh, like the haircut." I thought he was talking about mine because I just got mine, but it's the usual thing, you know.
Nick looking fresh as well.
Yeah, you've caught me at a good time. A couple of days after a haircut, it all goes downhill after about a week. All right. Well, look, there's so much to discuss. JP, as I said, will be coming in very soon, but other than that, I'll go through all the topics we're going to try and get through today. We'll probably do about 2 hours again, see what happens, maybe an hour and a half. But I listed these topics on Instagram when I put the post up, so I'm just going to read it off there because I can't remember what I put. You know me, I'm a professional. Don't make any notes. Right. Rodtang gets turned away from Canada. This was a funny story. If you haven't seen it, get ready for some interesting stuff. The lightweight MMA rankings removed from one's website. Nong-O versus Nico Carrillo, which we will talk about with JP, his coach, Nico's coach, coming in very soon. Prajanchai and Joseph Lasiri as well been added to that one Friday Fights 46 card. It's looking stacked. We also got a bunch of new fights ready for Fight Night 17 in December. And we're maybe going to compare those two cards. You know, one of them looking very good, the other one not looking too hot right now. No main event yet, but some fun new fights added nonetheless. And Haggerty Tawancha at Wembley. We'll see if we get to that. It's kind of old now, but Sinsumet backing Mehdi as well. Kind of old. We'll see how we do for time. But interviews with Jon Di Bella, as I said, JP Gallacher. Oh, there's a lot going on, guys. What are you looking forward to most? JP. Yeah, I'm interested. So JP Aliff just won a contract. I think it was his third knockout win in 4 fights, 1 Friday fights. So
I was
yeah, it was very good, wasn't it?
I was ringside the whole show.
Oh, were you now?
I was very, very happy for JP. Amazing performance from all his guys. Wow.
Yeah, I think Musine just signed a contract as well, didn't he, to come back very soon. Chafee. Your guy Chafee, John. You like him, didn't you?
Oh, Chatri?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I said Chaffee, and I guess it's Chafee. That's how you're supposed to pronounce it, Chafee?
Yeah, Chafee. Who knows? Mucine. Let's ask JP for the lowdown on that.
Clarification.
Yeah.
Right. What's Al? Al wants me to use my direct line to the boss and reinstate the lightweight MMA division. Bad for fans, but must be rough for the fighters. I don't think the division's gone, guys, and we'll get to this, I think, a bit later, but it's just the rankings are gone from the website, and it seems a bit weird. But I had some of the fighters were messaging me. He's like, what's going on with the division? Is Christian vacated the belt or something? And I said, no, he's still the champion. I don't know what's going on. I think One Championship needs to clarify soon. But as Michael Owen says here, the lightweight rankings were never on the website. What are you talking about? We're spreading fake news. Yeah, I see. We are not. They were there. I take screenshots. I've got receipts. I have pictures of the rankings. They were there a week ago.
Yeah, the only thing they didn't have was Muay Thai and kickboxing rankings. Before that,
Yes, for lightweight, which is weird because you have a fighter in lightweight Muay Thai, don't you?
You can start doing your rankings now for lightweight because you have enough people for lightweight.
I think so. Yeah, John, we decided we're going to try and do these rankings again, which we started earlier this year, and then
who decided that?
Well, I was talking to Tristan. I thought, let's have fun. Let's do the Muay Thai ones first. Pound for pound, men's Muay Thai rankings.
We're doing it right now, live?
Not right now.
Okay. I was
gonna maybe when it's a quiet week, we might make it the centerpiece of a show. But
we'd have to come prepared for that one.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of homework, man.
Yeah, I've come up with a list.
I think with this year and how like everything has played out for One Championship in Thailand and with Muay Thai and kickboxing, I think there should be rankings for most of the divisions, right? Except for the higher weight ones. The lower weight ones, there should be rankings for everything, right? There should be enough fighters now because we've had so many shows.
They can do like a top 10.
Well, the problem is they don't rank fighters, I think, unless they're like long-term contracts. So all the guys on Friday Fights are doing one fight deals each time, I think. So unless they get that 100,000, they are ineligible for the rankings. Yeah, that's what I believe is the case. Sue me if I'm wrong, but please don't sue me. I don't have much money.
Well, Michael Owens might.
Yeah, he may. All right. Well, look, JP, right on time. I was just about to say.
What's happening?
Here he is. Oh, he's in the gym.
I'm in the gym. I literally just finished.
Oh,
congratulations, man!
Thank you very much.
Last Friday was awesome.
What a weekend!
I was ringside and I was just sitting like this. After your I was like this. I was like, he's pulled it off. And then Alfie on the week on Saturday as well. Sorry.
It's crazy. It was a lot of work going into that. Like we obviously matched the 4 of them on the one card, so it was like a huge night for the gym. Do you know what I mean? So for it to actually pay off was amazing. It was class. I'll not forget that night in a hurry.
Yeah, I spoke to you, JP, over the weekend, and congratulations again, Aliff, getting that contract. You already spoke to me, but just tell everyone else, what does it mean to him and what does it mean to you to get him that 6-figure deal with One Championship?
Mate, it's amazing. Do you know, the best thing about this is Aliff, before One came along, was actually considering quitting Muay Thai and going to Australia to work on a building site. He was actually in the process of getting his visa and stuff to just go and work because he was fighting 5 rounds, he wasn't making too much money. And then One came along and he got a kind of last minute fight, won, and then he still didn't realise how good he was. Like, when he knocked out Ritterdet, we spoke about him fighting like the likes of Yang Dam and Tongpun, and he thought it was a crazy idea. Like, he never ever held himself in that regard. So it took a few fights for him to actually believe how good he was. Now he knows he's a superstar. So to like instill that bit of belief in him, for him to now see that he's a star and get his contract, you know, it's just a mad fairy tale story. It's unreal, man. It's like I cannot describe the feeling. Like, it's life changing for him. Like, the first thing he's going to do when he gets his first big paycheck, he's going to go and build a house for his mum, which I know for a fact he will do. Like, Aliff's a heavy family boy, do you know what I mean? He loves his mum and that, so it's life changing. You know, I still can't put into words how much it meant to me the other night. Like, seeing him get that, like, that's been the goal for months and months. Really, is just chasing that bit of paper. And now we're here, so now the real fun begins. Like I said.
And you told me you think 100% he's going to be a world champion. Quite a claim.
No doubts. I put my life on it.
You put your life on it. Oh my
100%, mate. I would, like, mate. Aliff could do that. Boy's special, mate. He's like Nico, like, mate. And the boy puts his mind to it, he'll do it. Like, Aliff, 100%, mate. If I told Aliff to run through a brick wall, we'd find a way of doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he wants it that bad. Like, he's the perfect student. you know what I mean? He's the perfect student, and like I genuinely believe, like I said, I put my life on it. They will be world champion. Anything Aliff puts his mind to, if he really, really wants it bad enough and works, he will get it. So I'm confident.
Are you putting a time frame on that? You know, or is that too much pressure? You don't want to.
I don't know. The issue is right now is that one don't have a belt in Aliff's weight class.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't put a time frame on it because it's just going to be when Aliff grows into the next weight or whatever weight eventually settles at, because he is still young. So it's all going to come down to when he unless one, like, I think there's been talks about it, unless they actually bring the belt out. You know what I mean?
Well, I saw that. Sorry,
When
go
I
ahead.
saw that left hook land, I thought it was all over the first hook. That was nasty, mate. That was nasty, mate.
It was kind of all over after the first hook. Like, the boy never gathered himself after that. Like,
No, but
it was. I thought that maybe the referee should have waved it off after the second count because the boy was never ever recovering.
he was still dazed, man.
It's mental. Like, it was the most Aliff thing to do ever, is to end the fight like that and so quick. Like, in the changing room we were working that because the boy sits very heavy on his back leg and he hooks like this. Yeah. So it was for Aliff to use his feet and go short when the boy goes long. And I was not. I'm not a fucking magician. Did not think for a second it was going to happen that quick. I knew he would have maybe done it at some point in the fight because, as he's proved before, like stuff we do in the gym, he manages to pull it off in fights. But actually, when he done it the first punch he flung, I just looked at Chet. I'm like, that did not just happen. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah,
like,
you're like this.
It is the most Aliff thing to do ever.
I was ringside. You were like this. I was like,
I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it.
I was like, he's done it. He's done it.
It was. He's so powerful and explosive for his weight. Like, he's a biological mystery. Like, I don't know where the speed and the explosiveness and the power comes from, really. But anything he touches is going to sleep.
Yeah, man. He's very flexible as well. His flying knee in Malaysia was really good.
Super athletic. He's super athletic, so he is as well. He's like a gazelle. When he sizzle knees, he stays in the air for like 10 seconds.
Well, who would you like him to debut against, JP? You know, on a Prime Video card or a I guess it might be one of those big quarterly Friday fights. But is there anyone you're thinking of already?
Tongpun. Everybody says Tongpun's the best at the weight. I'm telling you, he's not. Aliff is the best at the weight. Aliff's better than all these guys at this weight. Aliff will absolutely steamroll this full division. And that's not me being cocky or confident. Like, we put in the work, mate, we deserve, and we've got the results, mate. I deserve to be able to be this confident. Like, Aliff will beat anybody in that division, hands down, and anybody that comes next. Like, there's nobody at that weight going to beat him. The fights will get harder than that when he gets up, when he starts getting up the weight. The fights get more interesting. There's a much different level and calibre of opponent. But until then, the division he's at the no one's going to live with him. I
saw Tongpun is booked now for next month against, is it Ellis Barboza? How do you see that one's going to go?
He's fighting Ellis. I don't really know. Tongpun seems to cause people a lot of bother just with his pressure, doesn't he? Just running in, and I feel like it's a fight that could end up in the clinch quite a lot, because I feel like he's just going to rush in at Ellis and there's just going to be like that, and I can see them just tying up quite a lot because Tongpun doesn't really pick his shots and he doesn't step in his guard. He steps in left and right footed. I don't see it being a very entertaining fight in terms of I don't see him to get knocked out, to be honest. I think it'll just be a bit of a scrap, to be honest. Ellis will need to pick his shots a bit better, like try catch him on the way in. If Ellis trains right, he could do it. I feel like Tongpun had a good first two fights on one, but I feel it was because the opposition was scared. And then he fought Yangdam, who did not give a, you know what I mean, and it kind of showed like he wasn't the boogeyman like everybody thought.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Tristan?
When he was fighting 5 rounds, he didn't like going into the clinch because he always has a disadvantage in the clinch as well. But as soon as he came to one, he looks like a superstar because of his look and everything too.
Yeah, him and Ellis, I think, are identical in size as well, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So another debut as well. I think Luke Lesay. Have I pronounced it
Lasiri.
right? American number
Lasiri.
one. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know anything about him, guys. You're gonna have to educate me. But everyone's telling me this guy is the real deal. But Tristan, you were saying it might be a tough test going up against Smoking Joe. First of all.
Definitely, Joe's always a tough fight, man, and he has an orthodox style, just similar to Eddie Abasolo, or maybe I'm not sure, but they're very unorthodox. But I know when you're fighting, he's only fought in the U.S. When you come to Thailand, I think JP knows as well. It's very different than fighting in your own country.
Aye, definitely. Especially fighting in Lumpini
Definitely.
against the Thai. It's like walking into the Coliseum, isn't it?
How do you think he's going to do, JP? Because again, I am so totally clueless, but I've heard
Mate,
good things
I'll be
from
honest,
people I know.
I don't actually know that. I don't know the boy either. I don't know enough about him to comment. I obviously seen that Joe had a new opponent and stuff like that, but I actually don't know who the boy is. No disrespect, I don't actually know. But I will have a look at the fight, obviously.
I did see that another of your boys has signed a contract. I don't know what show it's for. Well, I think I know, but I'm not sure we can say. But Musin Chaffee.
Yep.
Have we pronounced that right? Mucin Chaffee? Can you settle this debate? We were trying to pronounce it right last week.
Mucin, I always call him Musin. I pronounce it wrong as well. His name's Mucin Chaffee. He's Spanish Moroccan.
Right, and he's coming back soon. It looks like I saw on Instagram.
He lands in Thailand. He lands in Thailand on Saturday. So he'll be back.
Good.
He'll be back now to start his fight camp.
Okay.
So he's got a big fight. He's got a big fight planned again. I was very happy that one got him back so soon. But I think he impressed everybody. To be honest with that performance, he's exactly what one want to see. So, and he's exactly what the fans want to see. He will never be in a dull fight, Chaffee. So I'm really excited about that one. His fight with Cincinnati.
I mean, I think you and I were talking, and we were both wondering whether maybe he beats Insamut, And I mean, Tristan, what did you think?
Yeah, I thought he did.
I
thought he did, but I'm no one for moaning about results. I would rather just fight a rematch. Like I don't like get online and starting a stirring. Oh, I thought he won. Like on the night, if the judges seen it that way, as long as it wasn't a blatant robbery, like they could have been unhappy if they lost, and we could have been unhappy if we lost. So it's like it was close and it was a great fight. So I would just prefer the rematch, but I do think he won. I
thought he won as well because he was landing on Sinsamut a bit more, and Sinsamut was showing a bit more damage. So I thought that criteria was they go by damage and stuff. And he had like 12 stitches in his mouth, or something. So I thought he won that.
At times I felt Sinsamut looked like didn't want to be there as well. So when Chaffee really stepped it up. Chaffee looked really dangerous. I think because he took it last minute and his weight cut and stuff like that, I felt if he had a bit more in the tank, he would have been able to put Sinsamut away because he had a few chances, but he just didn't have that in the tank to really push it. But
in the third round, he was breathing.
Chaffee next fight.
Yeah, third round he's struggling to breathe, and Sinsamut, he was breathing out of his mouth. And he was looking a bit slower than Chaffee, so I thought Chaffee just edged it in the third, but the judges gave it to
He had a great third round. I thought the second round was a bit closer, but they just edged it to Chaffee. But the third round was a total whitewash. Like Sinsamut didn't do it in the third round. Chaffee was on him like a rash man. But it's we'll see the better version of Chaffee next time. I'm looking forward to his next fight. He's got a strong opponent, but I think it quite suits his style, to be honest. So it'll be an interesting fight anyway, definitely.
Looking forward to it,
John.
man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. We haven't heard from you, John. Sorry, we haven't asked you any questions. How are you doing over there? You were there as well. Did you think Chaffee beat Sinsamut? Who do you think won?
There's a strong argument that Chaffee beat Sinsamut. I was ringside, and yeah, man, he was more aggressive. It seemed like he landed more combinations, the harder shots. But I'm not a judge, and I really don't know the details of the judging as well, like clearly. So I can't really, combat that. But I thought, off the performance, he won.
Yeah, and good to see him back. And JP, you hinted there. He had obviously a very short notice to take that fight. He was 7 pounds over initially, got down to about 5, I think. gonna be a bit easier this time, I imagine. More time to do it.
Definitely. He's lighter right now than he started that cut on the day. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he'll be much better steady. He'll make the weight absolutely fine. Chaffee's never had a problem with weight, like, ever. Like, he's very professional and stuff like that, so it was very out of character to come in overweight. But he was in Italy cornering one of his fighters. I phoned him, offered him the fight. He cornered his fighter, jumped on the first flight back to Barcelona. His mum packed his suitcase, took it to Barcelona airport. Chaffee landed in Barca, got his suitcase and jumped through the departure lounge and went on the next flight to Thailand. So it was like, and then he came and he lost his weight. He hardly slept, a big long flight, and he weighed in the next day. And it wasn't the ideal situation, but it shows his character that he was willing to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's good. It sounds like he's going to be a real asset for one championship. Some praise for you here, JP, from Grant, one of our favorite viewers. Say, full respect to JP and his team. I'm seriously impressed with what they've accomplished. Keep up the good work, mate. Yeah, you're building quite a strong team out there in your gym. You know, for everyone who doesn't know, tell us a little bit about the gym and anyone else coming through that we don't know about. Who should we know about?
Well, we've got, obviously it was started off as just a gym that had absolutely zero foreigners. I think we were the first, apart from Xavi, we were the first foreigners that ever came to the gym. So then I've ended up working here full time and running the fight team basically. Now we're taking a lot of fighters to one and stuff like that, as you've seen at the weekend. Aliff, Xavi, Jiao Suyai and Kunsuk. The biggest one to watch out for me has to be Jiao Suyai. I'm sure everybody will agree. I believe he's a massive threat to that division. He lost against Kongsuk, but it was a very close fight. But I think there was a lot of pressure on him in that fight. He was just a shadow he's selling that night. But I think at the weekend, like the first man to ever knock Paideng out, I think we've seen the real Jiao Suyai, and he's only going to get better. He's amazing, honestly. He's one of the best Muay Thai brains I've ever worked with in my life. Like, he's scary in the gym. Once we can get him to do what he does in the gym in a fight, he's like, I don't see many people beating him in that division. He's going to be a real threat.
Well, the main thing we wanted to ask you about is the big man, Nico Carrillo. Nong-O, that fight is finally happening. One Friday Fights 46, December 22. I saw you saying to Joe Comerford, you believe that Nico's going to knock Nong-O out, and you think you've got the best pound-for-pound fighter on your hands on the planet. Again, some strong words from you here.
No, on the actual podcast, I said not yet. He's not the best pound fighter. I said he's not the best pound-for-pound fighter yet. But I think,
sorry, I left out the word there.
I do believe it's just a bold statement to make. Do you know what I mean? This early in his career, I'm just saying I do believe like I've got the blueprint for him to be the best pound-for-pound fighter. We just need to go and prove it now. Don't get me wrong, I do believe Nico will knock him out. That's not me writing Nong-O off at all. I'm fully aware of who Nong-O is. Do you know what I mean? He's been my idol since a young boy. He's beat absolutely everybody. He defended his belt like 10 times. And he's only lost one fight. People need to remember that are also writing him off. He could come back the Nong-O he was before the loss. Do you know what I mean? So we will be prepared for that. I just do believe I believe Nico's too big and strong and too quick, and I just feel like it's Nico's time now. It's just got to be like a passing of the torch. There was a time where me and Nico used to sit in school, and when we were meant to be working, we'd be sitting watching Nong-O on YouTube. And now Nico's training to fight him, and I'm training Nico to fight him. It's crazy. Like, sometimes you need to kind of pinch yourself where the journey's took us. Like, it's mad. It's crazy. Very great.
Yeah. I know it's not a Prime Video show, but it's Nico's first fight, I think, on his contract, $100,000 contract.
Yeah.
What a way to debut, so to speak. And theoretically, if you win this fight, you might get a title shot. Are you thinking about that?
That's all I think about. I don't see why we don't get a title shot. I genuinely don't believe why we don't get a title shot, because realistically, who is there better than Nong-O to beat to take us to gold?
He's number one, definitely in the division, I think.
100%. I think if we go any other fights, after this one, I think it would just be wasting time. I think if Nico knocks him out and does basically in the same fashion Haggerty did, I think it's the only fight that makes sense. And everybody wants to see it. Like, it's all you see online. Like, it is the fight the fans want to see. And if Nico knocks him out in spectacular fashion, I think that's the fight we need to make. Definitely.
100%. I mean, Haggerty's got a few things on his plate, though. You know, he's got the kickboxing belt now. Are you optimistic that that fight could be made if you get this win? You know, how early are you looking to get back in there? If he does beat Nong-O, you want to do it next year? Early
I would
next
love
year?
to do it at the start of next year. I don't see any point in wasting time. Like, I have full faith. I believe in one that they'll make the right decision once they see what Nico does December 22nd. I believe that one will make the right matchmaking decision, and I believe they'll match it for the start of the year, I would hope.
I think Lobo is fighting Semapet, though, on December 9th, and they might get the winner. The winner there, maybe a title shot.
Again, Nong-O's beat the two of them, into so
yeah. Well, Lobo's
Nico,
already beat Semapet. I don't know why they're
saying.
redoing this.
Nico's beat the both. Nong-O's beat the both of them, so I believe Nong-O was the champion. Haggerty took the belt off him. I believe that this fight realistically is an eliminator to the gold.
Yeah.
So that would be a fight that makes sense. But like I said, if the company want us to fight somebody else or fight Lobo or Samfet or whatever, then we'll obviously agree to it. Do you know what I mean? But I think I've got a right to say I would love that fight next. That's what we're here for. We're here for that. So
I've got a question here for you, from Michael. Is it? Yeah. How do you communicate with the Thais at the gym? Have you learned Thai? Or have they taken a crash course in Glasgow region?
My Thai's all right. And the Thai's English is better than my Thai. Do you know what I mean? So we all communicate pretty well. Like, all the Thais speak English now. Aliff's English is really good. Aliff verbally isn't great. Like, he's not confident enough to speak everything, but he understands just about everything I say to him. In terms of Muay Thai, like, I can explain everything fine to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't. At the start, it was difficult. I was having to pull Xavi in to translate and stuff like that. No, we don't struggle with that at all. So,
all right,
Xavi took a crash course in Glaswegian. He actually has started to. He's developed a Scottish accent when he speaks English. That's a mad thing. I've never seen that before.
Well,
he speaks 3 languages now.
Yeah.
Sorry?
3 languages now. Spanish, English,
Xavi speaks Arabic. Xavi speaks Arabic, English,
oh my
Thai,
God.
Spanish. Xavi says it. He's so multilingual.
Okay,
He'll
question. Will you have Nico go southpaw against Nong-O? Because Nong-O struggles against southpaws. Or will you not? That's the question.
I will not. That's classified. Classified. We've got a brilliant plan in place. I'm not going to leak it. And even with training videos and that, I'm not going to be posting too much this camp. We've got a plan for it, but I'm pretty confident it's going to. Nico just needs to find the chin once, and that's it. And it's not because Nong-O's got a chin. It's because Nico, everything he hits turns to stone.
He's got power.
Nico's power is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Fuck, man. Bye.
Hi.
I was there ringside for the Muay Thai fight as well, and then I was like, man, this guy is huge. And finished Muay Thai within 1 round or 2 rounds. I'm not sure. I forgot.
It was the second round they done it in, but it was like the first round was a bit. The first round was like, it was on Nico, but he was like streaking him in the clinch and like out muscling him, like, it was showing his strength and stuff. But then in the second round, he just went out with all intentions to hurt him. I think it was like the first 10 seconds of the round. He dropped him, he caught his leg. Commentators were like, oh, Nico's on the back foot now, but Nico was in full control, stepping back, and he was waiting for Muay Thai to fling his kick so he could catch it and elbow him.
Yes. I was going to say, he kept catching the kick and elbow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Good against the smaller fighter, because you've got grip, just hold the leg nice and high. And it's near enough impossible to miss with the elbow into it, really. Especially, Nico was very smart. He caught it, then he turned round 180 and put Muay Thai on the ropes, so he couldn't go anywhere. And then he elbowed him for like it was very smart on Nico to do that. He's very calm. He's very calm, aggressive, Nico. Like even when he's like, hunting to hurt, he thinks very straight. So he does.
As soon as I saw you guys started going to the legs, I was like, yeah, it's gonna knock him out because Muay Thai can't do anything else, man.
Aye, that's that. That's that.
Crazy. So you think Nico will have the size advantage in this fight, and Nong-O will have the experience advantage? You think?
Yeah, of course, Nong-O's getting experience advantage over everybody. I think Nico's a mountain compared to him in size. It's never made a difference in the past with Nong-O, so I'm not just banking on Nico being bigger. That's not what's going to win as a fight. Like, so.
Thank you.
All right. Well, do you have anything else, guys? John, if you want to ask anything, go for it. Tristan as well. Otherwise, I will throw any more questions in the chat as well for JP. But yeah, JP, you must be feeling really proud, like we talked about. When is Xavi back, and do you think he might be next as well to get a contract?
Xavi just needs to start knocking people out because, like we says, that's what one wants to see, isn't it? We're just focusing on cleaning Xavi up a wee bit more, selecting his shots a bit better, which I felt he done at the weekend really, really well. I think once we tidy up, he'll start finding the chin a bit more. He's just a little bit inaccurate with his shots, and it's hard to knock people out if you're not hitting them in the right place. So that was a good step in the right direction. We just need to get a wee bit more power and a bit more snap in his shots, and I believe that then we'll get the contract. Like I say, you need to be knocking people out to get the contract. So,
all right, John, Tristan, if you have anything now for JP, go for it. Yeah.
Do you think if Nong-O knocks out, Nico knocks out Nong-O, it will be the start, really where it puts the Nico era on the hype train?
I believe we're already in the Nico era, aren't we? I said that before.
Yeah.
I think if once Nico, I still feel like a lot of people doubt Nico. I still feel like a lot of people doubt Nico, and I don't know for what reason. I sometimes think it's because he rose so quickly, and he's not everybody's taste because he's quite confident and he speaks his mind and stuff. So I feel like a lot of people still doubt him. But I feel after the Nong-O fight, once he goes and gets the result and the way he's going to do it, I don't think anybody can doubt him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't feel like after this anybody can doubt him. So
We were checking the card, and we were looking at Muay Thai pound for pound rankings online, and Nico was right above my fighter, and my dad went, "Who's Nico Krillo?" And I've been watching you guys for a while as well, and I was like, "Nico's good, mate." And my dad was like, "Really?" Tananchai.
Oh, is it?
Before, now it's someone else.
No. I do believe anybody that's got any hint of doubt about Nico, I think it'll be eradicated now. Like everybody doubted Haggerty until he beat Nong-O. Like full respect to Haggerty. Like Haggerty went into that fight with the only people believing that he was going to win that was his team. Everybody in that stadium thought that Haggerty was going to get stopped that night, including me. And he went and he done it. He done it in the first round. Do you know what I mean? He shocked the world.
Blew the roof off the place.
And that's it. And now everybody's a Haggerty fan, so it'll be Nico beat Nong-O, and then we'll move on to Haggerty, and then Nico will be the champ.
Bold predictions. Like to hear it. John, anything from you? And we'll wrap up with JP.
Another one. Oh, sorry. No, you go first, John. Sorry.
All right. Taiwan Chai Super Bond. We need to get your professional breakdown on that fight and your prediction.
It's in 4 ounce gloves, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody in the gym, like I've got so many bets on in the gym. I think Super Bond's going to do it. I don't know why, and I just get a mad feeling Super Bond's going to do it. I feel like everybody's writing Super Bond off. But I just feel like I feel like Super Bond's going to do it.
What do you see? The head kick?
Don't know. I just feel like Super Bond. I feel like Super Bond's IQ is better than Taiwan Chai's. He's a lot more clinical and stuff. a lot of people are scared of Tawanchai's power. I don't really know if Superbond's going to be phased by that. I don't know. I think it'll go to points, to be honest. I don't see there being a knockout, but I do see Superbond winning that.
Tristan, back to you, man.
How did you make a white boy be a Muay Cow on Saturday?
That's just outfit. It's my outfit. That's just my outfit.
Yeah, man.
Fucking, a lot of people weren't happy with the result, but he won. There's no doubt about it. Alfie won the fight. Adam Noy gave up a minute in the second round. Alfie won the fight.
Start feeling the knees, mate. Yeah,
Like,
he started feeling the knees.
He had a terrible first round, Alfie.
Yeah.
That's evident. Do you know what I mean? We all seen it. But as soon as he settled, Adam gave him everything he had in the first round, and after that, Adam had nothing left. That's what I said to Alfie in the corner. I was like, "That's you." I said, "You've seen everything he's got now." I was like, "No, go show him you." And as soon as Alfie put it on him in the second round, I said to Alfie, I was like, "He's scared now." I was like, "Just,"
yeah, man.
I said, "Just be a pest." I was like, "We don't need to make it look beautiful." I was like, "Just in his face." I was like, "Do not give him an inch." And he just kept pushing, and Adam, even the referee in the last round, said to Adam, "Like, do you want to keep fighting?" And Adam didn't give the most convincing answers. You know what I mean? Like, but Adam was amazing in the first round, but Alfie definitely won the fight. We need to give Alfie respect. Like, can't he say, "Oh, they didn't win," because he did. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, man. I definitely gave it to Alfie as well because he was doing all the dirty work, man. Adam was landing the punches, man, but Alfie was scoring way more.
In the last round, Alfie was like locking Adam up, swing, jumping knee in him, and then sticking his tongue to the judges and stuff like that. He was in full control.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, JP, appreciate you jumping on, giving us half hour of your time. Longer than I thought you would, so I appreciate that. Sorry to keep you if you got dinner or anything like that.
No problem.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll see you December whenever.
9th.
Yeah, 9th, is it? Yeah,
who
knows?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
JP,
catch up then.
I sent you a message about Nico's sparring. Can you please
I'll have a look in a minute. I'll catch you at RWS on Saturday as well if you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Right, all right. Okay, sorted.
All right, man. Thank you.
See you later on. Thank you.
Soon, yeah. Cheers. Well, enjoyed that. A lot of insight from JP Gallacher. Good to have him on the show. Looks like you're best buds with him, Tristan. You're gonna hang out on Saturday.
He's older than me by 4 years, and yeah, he's pretty cool, man. Yeah. It's when I've healed up for my meniscus injury, so I'm gonna start holding pads soon. I want to learn from a lot of people, and I think he's one of the many people I could learn from. You know.
All right. John, did you struggle with the accent? Did you get it?
There were some moments, but I'm all good. I'm all
It's a
good,
thick Glaswegian accent. Yeah.
You gotta focus on it, and then you start to blend the words together, and
Michael's wondering the same thing as me. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's not as tough as John Boy's accent is. Even I could be sitting there talking to John Boy, and I just have no idea what he's saying sometimes to my face. But
I think John Boy's accent is easier to understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you've been with him longer, man.
Yeah, I've probably been around him a little longer, so maybe that's why. But hey, if you could understand 75%, that's good enough. I think.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Percy, 4:35 a.m. in SoCal. That is early.
Man, we appreciate you getting up at 4:35. You're on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Who's that guy? That military guy that always wakes up at 4 a.m. Damn.
Ray Goggins?
No, not Goggins. There's another guy. I forgot his name. Sorry.
Wow. They announced another fight. Nabil versus Yamin PK Sanchai. Live. We're live.
The Friday fight.
24th of November. So coming soon, boys.
Nabil versus Pampayak.
Yamin.
Oh, okay.
Yamin PK Sanchai.
They keep trying to match up Pampayak with Nabil. He keeps turning it down.
Yeah. There's a whole trail of that, right?
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. Some news breaking. Well, we got through a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about with JP. Some of the other things. So I guess we could go back to the rankings chat. John, what are your thoughts on lightweight MMA rankings being removed from One Championship's website? What did you think when you saw the news? I think maybe some people thought it meant the division has been scrapped or whatever, but it hasn't been. It's still
Come
there.
on. Okay, number one, people are overreacting, right? And then I just put up a question and they thought I was overreacting. I just said, hey, what if they got rid of MMA and just focused on Muay Thai, kickboxing, and grappling? It was just a question. You know what I mean? They're not going to get rid of MMA. They built the promotion off MMA, right? Like, that's the foundation. They've had, like, they still have so many champions. Like, some of the biggest stars are in MMA. You got Stamp, you got Demetrius Johnson. The list goes on, right? How would you get rid of that? Like, where would you just release everybody from their contract who's an MMA fighter? That would just be crazy, right? It's just, and especially like you said, Nick, if they're going to the US, they need MMA. There's a lot of US stars, like there's Sage Northcutt, you know what I mean? He's still possibly one of their biggest stars if he could get some wins together, right? And he consistently fights. And they got Christian Lee, they got Demetrius Johnson, they got Jared Brooks, they got a bunch of people, man, US MMA fighters. It'd be crazy if they got rid of it. But yeah, many people are overreacting, and they thought I was overreacting as well. I was just asking a question.
Yeah, it's I believe it's going to come back, and just need to get some clarity over the Christian Lee situation. But for whatever reason, they just don't seem to be proceeding with an interim belt at the moment. And I guess it doesn't really make a difference if the rankings are there on a page or not, because, like I said, half of the guys in the rankings, more than half, haven't fought in over a year. I think Sagid hasn't fought for a year. Shinya hasn't fought for a year. Daggy hasn't fought for 2 years. He's number 2, is he? Oak was the most recent, I think. Oh, no. Halil Amir, most recent, obviously, last weekend or the weekend before. He's fought twice this
fought
year.
in Denver, right?
Oak fought in Denver, yeah. So
earlier this year.
they could,
remember,
they could do that match.
He was matched up. Remember when we spoke to him last time? He said, "Oak, I think he has the fight. I think he's matched up," but we never heard anything about that. So maybe it didn't materialize. I don't know. I think you should get rid of all the rankings except for Muay Thai and kickboxing, because I think those are the rankings that are like solid, especially Muay Thai. But like MMA, I don't know, man. Maybe
I think unless you have a solid top 10, you shouldn't have a rankings. Yeah.
True.
And they could do top 10s for a few Muay Thai divisions now, for sure. But where do you see the division going from here then? Are they just going to wait for another year until Christian Lee comes back? Or I don't know. We don't know when it's coming back. What would you do, John?
I would just have them pick 2 fighters that they want to be champion and have them face off for the vacant lightweight world title. If Christian Lee is not going to come back and there's no definitive timeline, let's have a new champion. And then Christian Lee, when he comes back, when he decides to, he can fight the winner. He can fight the champion, right? Not come back and fight an interim champion, fight the champion, and he's the challenger. Holding on to that belt continually holding on to that belt, I don't know, man. I don't think we've seen this happen before, right? Or it's actually happening right now with Janet Todd.
Yeah, Janet Todd's had the belt for 3 years nearly.
Yeah, so I guess if history tells us anything, Christian Lee could be holding the belt for the next 10 years and have an interim champion. I don't know, man, to be honest.
Well, I'll do some comments quickly. Anonymous saying, I feel MMA's become a sideshow in one to lure the MMA fans and get them hooked on Muay Thai. It's a good point, especially if you want to break into America. I think Muay Thai long term is the thing that's going to catch on in America. So you use your guys like DJ, Christian, Jared Brooks, Stamp Fairtex, Angela Lee. That's very sad. She's retired. I think she would have been a big weapon for them, in the US to like get those fans at those shows. But Stamp is going to be just as popular, I think, among American fans. Anyway, a lack of MMA fights in one is troubling. Yeah, it's a bit weird now. It's been going on for a while. Like, we have some MMA fights, but not the ones we need to see and want to see, like the title fights, right? Jared Brooks. What is going on there?
Lack of kickboxing fights in one is even more troubling.
Same, yeah. Kickboxing, MMA. Strange.
Well, I was
We
speaking
just
to
got Muay Thai
somebody,
and grappling.
and I'm not gonna say who it is, but I was speaking to somebody, and they were telling me that in 2024, one is gonna go full blast with MMA. They were just focusing on the Muay Thai and like the grappling, and especially the Muay Thai this year. But now they have that kind of like established, and it's running smoothly. MMA is gonna come back full force, and I saw that quote one there. He just posted that he signed a bout agreement, so he's gonna be returning sometime soon. Most likely, what
Oh,
beginning of next year, right? Probably January. So that's a good sign, right? I think Martin, he's gonna probably end up fighting in January or February as well. Martin to win. I don't know who exactly, but most likely he's gonna return too. So those are good signs, right, for MMA.
definitely.
I hope so, because I'm old school. I'm starting to really love the Muay Thai. I mean, the kickboxing I got really into in 2022. Muay Thai this has been a Muay Thai year for me, obviously, but I kind of want my MMA back in one. I really miss it, even though it's not the best all the time. I still think you got some great individual stars there and some interesting matchups. The top of each division is I think good enough, and I want to see some of these title fights. I want to see some of these characters back. Come on, guys, let's do it. Grant Sanders, my man, says, why isn't there an interim belt in the MMA lightweight division? Lee's a prince, I suspect. Favoritism? I don't know. Yeah, I think they're dancing around the issue of Victoria Lee's death with him a bit, and they don't want to be overly insensitive. But I think Christian would understand if you say, look, we're going to do an interim belt. It's been nearly a year now, and they've got to move on with that division. There's fighters who's John. I mean, this guys and girls' careers are being held up here, but in that division especially, atomweight's moved on now, but lightweight and welterweight, there's all these guys just in limbo.
How are you supposed to make a living when you don't fight at all? Like if you're
Yeah.
out for a year, 2 years, that's like not having a job for 2 years. Like how do you even survive? I don't understand how these fighters are surviving. You know what I mean? Like most of these fighters are full-time fighters. You have to be a full-time fighter, right, to become elite. And what are they doing? Are they in pandemic mode out there, or I don't know. Like it's that's why I'm happy that I heard that MMA is coming back full blast in January, starting January again. So I hope these guys get back-to-back fights. Tank Kai, Tong Lee rematch? Come on, who doesn't want to see that?
I mean, they did the face-off, so they got to do it now.
Yeah.
Connor, my man Connor, saying there's no way to getting rid of MMA. They have so many stars and great athletes to push in the US and globally. Agreed with that. Anonymous is less into it. Says every MMA fight is going to be Christian Lee versus Glass Joe or Stamp Fairtex versus Zeba Bano. I think the MMA is developing. This is what annoying to me is the MMA has been gone most of this year, because I feel like in 2022 they really started to develop some new MMA talent. You had guys like Halil Amir and Ilya Fraimonov coming through, Anatoly Malakin, Jared Brooks, and they were starting to get somewhere. A few of those guys, most of those guys were unknowns. Obviously not Jared, but it's kind of put the brakes on that. So I hope they can get back to it and start finding and developing. It's clear to me, John, they're trying to go the Dana White route of developing their own fighters instead of kind of taking them from elsewhere.
They've developed their own feeder league, right? Like
Yeah.
it's great to see. The feeder league is something that's very important, right? If you have your own feeder league, then you get to choose like who comes through. Like you don't even, and you get to run the promotion as well. So it's great. Like you said, the UFC has the Dana White Contender Series and Road to UFC and all these little tournaments that they have. But it's the same thing with One Lumpini. They're gonna develop it. You know what I mean? I like it. I like what they're doing. I like their movement. And like he said, like Chatru said in our interview we had with him, they're gonna have more shows than this year, next year, right? Which is a good sign for all these fighters that haven't competed in a year or two.
Yeah, they have that Road to One on Fairtex Fight on the Saturday morning shows as well when one's not in town. So yeah, the winners go into one championship, and yeah, all of them have signed deals with one, but Celeste Hansen debuted, and that's it. Other two haven't made it yet. got Pupa, the winner for the featherweight division, got knocked out a few weeks ago. So yeah, it's really like a proving ground too. Like going from road to one Lumpini, then hopefully one championship. These young athletes.
Well, there was the Mongolian guy, Enk Orgil. He started on Road to One Mongolia, and then he went to Lumpini, beat a couple of the Team Lakai guys. Then he beat Janlo, who was like the crown jewel of Team Lakai's new generation, right? Mark Sanjiao's son. So that was on a Prime Video card. So there's a pathway there. It's good to see, like you said. Keith, my man Keith, saying I think a lot to do with this is because of their Lumpini agreement and Amazon agreement is only 12 cards a year. One needs numbered events in order to make room for MMA. This is what I suspect, guys. We were going to see the big return of MMA with Qatar, which was supposed to be December 1st or something like that. And then this show is clearly not happening anymore because I think of the Israel situation. So that's just me speculating, not reporting. Please, I'm just saying that. This show is clearly not happening, guys. We haven't got a single fight announced for it. If it was to happen, it's 2 weeks out. I feel, John, yeah, they were going to load up that card with some good MMA, and then who knows? We may still see it in January if Tokyo happens, right? These numbered events could be where the MMA rebirth begins in one championship.
I hope so. I'm
Yeah,
praying for that. I'm praying for. I think I'm praying. Because like I'm based in MMA, right? Like that's the backbone of everything that I've done for the past I don't even know how many years. But this year I've like fully immersed myself in Muay Thai, and I love it. I love it. To be honest, it's just as much as MMA now. Like the Muay Thai that I watch now, and I've seen so many up close and personal in Lumpini. It's like if you've never been to Lumpini and you go to Thailand and you don't go to a Lumpini show, like you're missing out fully. Like it's crazy, the fights in there. But anyways, yeah, I think they should have 24 number cards a year. That's what I think they should have. 24 number cards. They're 2 a month. Like if you want to go full blast and compete with the best in the world, 24 number cards and Lumpini fights every Friday. Why not?
Well,
Then do the big cards. Sorry, you go first, mate.
I mean, I think do one fight night on US time zone, and then you do one number card in Asia or wherever it is in the world, and then you have your Friday shows. That's three shows, 3 big kind of brands. So 2 big shows, shall we say, a month, and then that's going to be enough to go around, I think. And ideally, they do those American ones in America.
Yeah.
Eventually, all 12 of them. Next year is 4. But if they can start getting more states approving the global rule set, could be 12 a year. Sorry, Tristan, you go ahead. I interrupted you there. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they can do that. But for America, I have family in America. Some commissions they don't allow the MMA gloves for Muay Thai. So I think that's a bit where they struggle with, because my uncle lives in America and said, so some promoters in America was trying to do open glove, just with the 4-ounce gloves, like one, but the commissions don't allow it because it's not safe. But it's like the UFC, man. You just gotta convince him, mate. That's all I'm saying.
You could always go to like Mississippi or Alabama, which are states that allow like bare knuckle MMA. If you're allowing bare knuckle MMA, I'm pretty sure they're gonna allow 4-ounce gloves Muay Thai, right? You have to. Like if you're allowing bare knuckle boxing, you're probably gonna allow that stuff. And I heard that they got approved maybe for Georgia. They got their rule set approved for Georgia. If I'm correct, I saw something online about that. Either they applied or they got approved. So hopefully they got approved. That means it's a good sign for them. Now they got Colorado, they got Georgia. Go to Mississippi, go to Alabama, go to North Dakota, go to all the states that nobody even cares about, right? And apply, and then maybe you could get approved. I don't know for sure though, but like California and those states, I don't think it's gonna be hard, to be honest.
All right. Well,
I think the commission in Miami is already allowing open-handed gloves. So can you please do a show in Miami?
Yes.
I've never been to Miami. Aces there, so let's party.
Miami is. I lived in Miami for a year. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal over there. I loved it.
Ace has been to my gym. I've never been to his. I want to go to his, man. Experience his gym and experience the culture in America. I've never been to the other side of the world yet. I've only been to Thailand, Australia, and just the rest of the southern hemisphere.
All right. Well, any other comments here? I'll just look at them. We do have Jon Di Bella coming up, I believe, in a while. I think it's very early in Canada. It's about 8 a.m. there. So he's going to jump on, I think, in a bit. Just checking my phone, sorry. Where's Rich Franklin, Perseus? He wasn't on the last two shows. I think Rich is only going for Singapore. Like, I don't think he's going to go every month to Thailand now. I think he wants to cut down on his travel. I'm not sure actually what the real reason is, but I guess he's got a lot of work with the.
Isn't he the one who's
commissions and
going
stuff,
around to
yeah?
the commissions and stuff?
Yes, that is him.
Okay.
Sorry, John. Can you just? I am just texting.
Okay. So Connor's saying, I heard they got
Yeah.
approved for a November Georgia next year. So that November Georgia next year. That's close to Florida. That's like one state away. Tristan, maybe you could go to Georgia and then fly down to Florida. It's only like 2-hour flight, maybe.
What's in Georgia?
Atlanta.
Oh,
Yeah.
Atlanta's
Atlanta.
gonna be lit, bro.
Yeah. Atlanta is crazy. It's the land of strip clubs, so you know how it works.
All
It's
right.
not lit. 50
okay.
G's would be good for a strip club.
Get the bonus. You can tell your fighter, get the bonus.
All right,
If
Jon Di
it's based on
Bella's coming in 5-10 minutes. All right. Okay. Well, do you want to do another topic, or you want to talk about 50 Gs and strip clubs? I'm fine with that too.
Is there any update on the ban? Like, did they unban, or is it still banned?
No update on the ban, but yes, Tristan, were you surprised by Sid Summit? He kind of came out very strongly in support of Mehdi. You know, I think he's been the loudest voice of that gym, and he said some things, like I might get banned too, but I have to say my mind. It was kind of bold from him. I think he got a lot of respect from other fighters. I know that, Tawanchai and Pet Nong were commenting on the post we had with him.
He's got balls, man.
Yeah.
I agree. As ahead of a gym, my father's away right now, so I'm in full control. So yeah, it's a big task, Not and then fighting and not having your coach or just head of the gym or whatever, man. But Mehdi's everything. So yeah, it's a big mental thing as well if you don't know. And like, but that Mehdi's really great in the corner. He has really high fight IQ. Like probably one of the best foreigners to ever do it. He's had a lot of fights. He's been through the lot, mate. So he's a very valuable asset in the corner to have. I'm lucky I have someone like my head trainer who's lived through the golden age and been through a lot of fights, where I can learn off him and we can bounce off each other in the corner. Because I'm like a puppy. I'm like really excited by everything. And he calms me down. And it's like, oh yeah, he's got to do this. And I tell him everything. I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm very lucky to have him, and I can imagine what Team Venom is going through without Mehdi as well. And it's unfortunate for them, but they have to do something, right?
Oh, so I got a bonus guest for you guys. I didn't announce it. Joseph Lasiri is here, the champ. How are you doing, sir? I didn't know we were going to get this interview today, but here we are. We have you. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. I'm in training camp right now. I finished training.
How is training going? You have your big fight, the title unification fight with Prajanchai coming up December 22. How are you feeling?
I feel good. pumped for this fight. I can't wait.
It's been a long time, Joseph. This fight has been in the works for a while. What was the delay? I know you were injured. Are you 100% now?
Yes, I'm 100%.
What was
I
the
was,
injury? Could you talk me through it? Sorry.
yes, I was injured, and the injury take a lot of time a lot of time to be okay. Right now, I'm 100% for fight.
What did you make of Prajanchai's performance as well when he knocked out Sam A to win the interim title? Were you impressed?
Why I have to be impressed? He knock out Sameh before fight with me as well. So it's the same story, the same work. Everything is the same.
Do you think you can knock Prajanchai out?
I will I will come in Bangkok to do that. I'm working hard for coming Bangkok and do my work.
Because some people doubted you, Joseph. They said you may have got lucky in that fight with Prajanchai. What do you say to those people?
Inside inside the arena there is not lucky. There is not luck inside the arena. People can think everything. Everyone before think I'm come there. I was underdog against Prussian Chai, and I show everyone. Uh, it was like that. And I will come another time. I will come in his home in Bangkok in Lumpini Stadium, uh, and I will do the job as well.
So you're not afraid to go to enemy territory. The fans are going to be on his side, right? But
What enemy? It's not enemy. This is a stadium. It's a stadium of Muay Thai. Eh? It's a stadium for Muay Thai. Every fighter fighting Muay Thai wish to be in Lumpini. So for me, it's a pleasure fight in Lumpini, like a dream.
have you ever been in that situation before where your opponent is the hometown hero and you're
Yes,
you're the visit
always.
always? Yeah.
Yes, my my fight in my career is more than 80% is not in Milan in my home. Every time is outside.
All right. Well, you got some support here in the chat. Grant says, "Let's go, Joseph." Bernardo, fellow Italian, looks like. Ego Kind believes Prajanchai is going to win inside 2 rounds. It should be a fun fight either way. How excited are you to be back, though? Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you. I think the Rodtang fight in Singapore. You must have been really just desperate to come back into fight, right?
Yes, the fight against Rodtang was hard. We expect that before to go the fight, and I remember when I fought Rodtang, it was like round for round. You have to change something. You have to change something. It was very difficult. Uh, move forward against him, and it's very difficult to fight against someone no feel the pressure, no feel nothing. He was very quiet. So this is impressed me a lot, and make me better.
All right. A comment from Keith here. And then I'm going to throw it to John and to Tristan if they have any questions for you. Keith is saying, didn't Prajanchai quit on the stall? I know for a fact Prajanchai loves to party. More likely he was hungover. Is that what you think, Joseph? Do you think Prajanchai wasn't taking you seriously?
I told you, inside the arena is inside the job. No, if you come in the arena and you think I will come there for joking, or you didn't training for fight against me, it will be your problem, not mine. I hope this time, if the other time it come not serious, I hope this time it will come 100%. I'm sure it will come 100%, and he will see the 100% against me as well, because we fought only 3 rounds. The championship round, he doesn't fight against me. I can
What
say
do you
that.
want to do? If you beat Prajanchai, what's next for you? And you unify these titles, who are you calling out?
Me,
Yeah.
I want to try the kickboxing.
Well, it's funny you say that, because our next guest coming in is the strawweight kickboxing champ, Jon Di Bella. So maybe we can get you two to talk briefly. I'll tell him to join. He's just making coffee, he told me, and then he's gonna join the show. But so you would like to fight him maybe for the title?
Yes, it's really a pleasure. Championship 100% Italian, and we have something in common. Di Bella is Italian from Canada, and I am like born in Italy, but my parents are from Morocco. So we have something in common. No? We are not 100% Italian, but we feel our flag.
He was very impressive, I thought, against Daniel Williams. What did you think of that fight?
Yes, I was impressed. Di Bella do very good job against Daniel Williams, because it doesn't left Daniel Williams come into the fight. He start 100% from the first round, and I didn't expect that from Di Bella, and I never see Daniel Williams was like in trouble.
An all-Italian matchup. That would be incredible. Just tell me one thing, Joseph. You're not going to be like Jonathan Haggerty and try and go to MMA as well, are you? 3 belts.
MMA, who knows? You have to try it. Why not?
Well, Jared Brooks needs opponents. So maybe you could do that. All right, I'm gonna throw it to you guys. Jon, do you have any questions for the Hurricane?
Do you think there's a psychological advantage for you heading into the rematch against Prajanchai?
Of course, I have advantage. I win the last fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think Prajanchai doesn't lose any fight from a long time, and he lost against me, so he's like a big he's a big advantage for me. But I usually never look about my advantage. So I will come there, think about my underdog, and I will think the same. I will think the same and go into the target forward. I will not think about my last fight. But if you told me if I have an advantage, for me, I think my last fight is a big advantage in his mind, not in mine.
And do you feel like he has more pressure because he's gonna have to fight in his home? You know,
I talk about that.
Yeah,
I told you, Prajanchai, he doesn't lose the fight from many fights, and the only fight he loses is against me. So he's about his pressure, not mine. So this is my advantage, I think.
so you have a free mind when you step into the ring against him in the rematch.
All right.
Right.
I never fight against Prajanchai.
And those are all your belts in the back?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, that's nice.
The top dog.
Tristan, what you got?
Well, I know you fought in Thailand for a while. for a few fights. I think I saw you fight Rajadamnan. So, is there any pressure going to Lumpini for you, or is it just normal? Because
I fought the Rajada man. I fought in the rank seat. The atmosphere right there is 100% Muay Thai, and I love these atmospheres because it's make you pressure. And when I feel that I can give 100% every time.
yeah, man, use the crowd, feel the energy.
Yes,
Yeah.
even if I told you, even if I'm Thailand, Lumpini, especially Lumpini, is the stadium of Muay Thai, not only for Thailand people. It is the stadium of Muay Thai for the combat sport as well.
Yeah. Will you be making any adjustments for this fight, or will you not tell me because that's a secret for the fight?
No, of course, we did adjustment in. I continue to improve my kickboxing and boxing skill here in Milano. I stopped to go training in Thailand, and here with Angelo Valente, the kick and punch team, we always try to improve our skill, especially in striking.
Oh, thank you, man.
All right.
Will you be doing a training camp in Thailand, or will you come out on the week of the fights?
I think it will come week of the fight.
Ah, okay. And you don't have any trouble struggling adjusting to the climate or anything because you've been here so
I
many
told,
times?
I told you already. I never fight in my like in my home with Milan, with the weather time, with the Italy time. I always fight that, and I feel pressure. Of course, I feel pressure from this thing. No, Prasan Shai is Thailand. He's fighting with his time, with his people. These things make you pressure. So the pressure make me stronger.
Okay. One last question. Are you gonna chalk the world on December 22nd?
Inshallah.
Inshallah, brother.
I like the sound of that. All right. How's Kick and Punch? That's the best gym name I've ever heard, Joseph. How's everything at the gym?
What? Sorry, I didn't understand.
Kick and Punch. How's everything at the gym?
Yeah, I'm lucky to be a fighter of Kick and Punch Milano. Kick and Punch Milano have a nice story. It's very old gym in Milan, and I have teammate champion of kickboxing. I can training with that, and outside our team, I have many people can help me in my training camp.
Who's coming with you to Thailand?
To become Angelo Valente.
Ooh.
Angelo Valente, the head coach, and my teammate Ambro Ganem.
All right. I can't wait to see this fight. Title unification. Joseph Lasiri, President Chai. Thank you, Joseph. Final word to you. Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
It's frozen.
He's frozen. It's frozen, but it's a lovely smile. Yeah.
That's
right
the
there
best
from the
Frozen
chat.
we've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't know if you can still hear us, Joseph, but your screen is frozen. So maybe we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining us. It was late notice as well. I'll take. Oh, he's back. He's back. Joseph's back.
Because I had the call.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was just saying, if you have anything else you want to say, any message to your fans.
See you in Bangkok, Habibi.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate you jumping on. We'll see you in a few weeks in Thailand. Can't wait to see this one. It's going to be a huge fight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You.
Hope to see you
All right.
soon, guys.
See you
Have a
guys.
nice day.
Okay. All right. That is Joseph Lasiri. A free bonus interview for you on the show. I didn't know that one was going to happen because we were kind of going back and forth to try and book it. But yeah, it happened. He texted me back. So there you go. We've also got Jon Di Bella, so he's going to come in soon, I think. So John, if you're watching, Joseph's gone. You can come out of hiding now. I don't think he wanted to steal Joseph's shine.
I think Joseph wants to say something.
Oh, he's back. What's up, Joseph?
Yeah, can I go? Yeah, can I go? No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go.
Yeah. You can leave. Sorry. Yeah. We'll get him out. Okay. Sorry. Technology seems to baffle the champ. He's a master in the ring.
Baffles everybody.
It does. Yeah. All right. Jon Di Bella will be up soon. Bonus interview. That was fun. Lasiri.
Yeah, Nico. Nick's bring out bonuses like Chatri now. God.
Yeah.
damn.
Well, I messaged him and I said, "Hi, Joseph. Can you do the podcast on Thursday?" And then he texts back, said Friday. Said, "Oh, well, we only do it on Thursday." He said, "Okay." And then I sent him the link and he said, "What time?" And then he still thought it was Friday. So we were going back and forth like that. The communication, I don't speak Italian. His English is better than my Italian, but we were a little bit back and forth. Anyway, good to hear from him. Let's go, JDB. Yeah, Jon Di Bella will be here. And that was interesting, John, that Joseph not called out, he was very respectful, but he says if he beats Prajanchai, he'd like to do kickboxing and an all Italy fight with Jon Di Bella. That would be wild. I like it.
Very wild.
Let's see what happens.
I thought Prajanchai was a champion too.
He's an interim champ.
Okay, I don't know. I got confused. I thought he was a kickboxing champion for another division. I don't know why.
But I think he wants to do a double champ stuff. Like because they debuted him on the other big one, Lumpini card, doing kickboxing.
Yeah, that's right. That's the last time I
Oh.
saw him fight. So I was thinking he was
Yeah.
kickboxing.
So yeah, they're getting a lot more contenders for Jonathan to defend his title against. So it'll be very interesting.
That is good. JDB be here in a minute or two, but don't go anywhere. We'll have Jon Di Bella. We've got a couple other topics to discuss, a bumper show for you. Still going to talk about Rodtang and his Canadian adventure this week. And then I think that kind of wraps it up. So we should be with you for another half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. It's always fun on the post-fight podcast. Maybe we should do 2 of these a week. What do you think, Tristan? I know we were contemplating doing
I'm down,
more,
but we need topics, a lot of topics to
Yeah.
talk about.
I mean, it's easy when you get fighters on. You can just make your own topics, right, and create some news. But
Oh, definitely, mate.
we got lucky the last couple of weeks because normally I throw a bunch of requests out for interviews and then none of them land. But we had 2 people last week, 2 out of 3, and we've had a bonus 3rd one this week. So excellent.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice format, just talking to some fighters in between some topics. So yes, we will get into Rodtang. Maybe we can ask Jon Di Bella about the Canadian customs process. That's a good one.
Oh,
But he's down
I had
in
trouble
Miami.
with the US as well because I sent one of my former fighters to the US to be trainer. He was retired, he's gonna go there and be a trainer, and they declined him, just like Rodtang. Needs a work permit, everything. He was just gonna be a trainer for like a month and do seminars, but they declined it as well because similar reasons to Rodtang.
So yeah, I've seen some people saying it was the wrong visa he got, and so somewhere along the line, I don't know, the MMA gym or whatever who booked it said that this heinous border agent, was evil and said Rodtang wanted to settle, which seems a bit far-fetched. But then other people were saying, oh, he just didn't have a work permit.
But
I think that's
the
more
rest
like
of the
it.
people that he went with all got into the country which is
Yeah,
very
But
weird.
were they making money off it? You know.
Of course, I think
Definitely,
they're all
they're doing
making money off
seminars.
of it. Yeah, they're all together.
So how did
his
they all get?
his sister-in-law is in the country, so yeah, that's very weird. In Canada, sorry, not Thailand.
Didn't his wife go with him too?
No, she
I'm
stayed.
not sure.
She stayed back. Yes, we don't know. We'll have to ask Rodtang
Well,
himself what happened.
They lost
I
a
tried to
lot of
find out.
money. Let's just say that.
Yes,
And isn't this is not the first time, is it?
it's the fourth time I think they've tried
Fourth
to do it.
time? Oh my.
Yeah, there was. I know there was. Who's going to go in? Oh, here he is. We'll get back to this, or maybe we can ask John about it. Di Bella, Jonathan Di Bella, what's up? The
Hey.
man is here. He's got his coffee.
Am
How's
I
the
on?
espresso?
Hey,
You are
what's up?
on.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We just had Joseph Lasiri here, and he says he wants to challenge you if he beats Prajanchai. He wants to go to kickboxing and have an all Italy fight. What
Nice.
is your response? Do you have a response?
Yeah, it's good. Sounds great. Let's go.
Why not? Well, you
Why not?
probably have other things on your mind. Do you have
Yeah.
any headphones, by the way? Sorry, because I'm hearing my audio back.
Let me check. Hold on. Let me check if the iPods are charged. Hold
Okay.
on.
Yeah, I think we've got a delay here.
How about now? Now it's good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better?
that's good. All right.
All
I
right.
think that's better. Yeah, so obviously that could happen down the line, but what is on your immediate path, table, plate, whatever you want to say? Because I know you were interested in maybe saving the day next month.
Yeah.
They need a main
Yeah.
event, don't they?
Yeah, I do. And so we reached out, me and my dad, we reached out to Shatri and we said like, we asked like to fight on December 8th on Prime for because they're missing a main event. We saw that they were missing a main event, so we asked him like, if you guys like have anybody like Rui or Zhang want to like do a quick fight with me and them, one of them. But Rui is out because of his ear. I saw on your show. So we're like, how about Zhang for December 8th? And yeah, I'm like, I really want to do it. Like, I want to do it. Like, I want to get back in there ASAP. Yeah.
Did they say anything to you, or did they
I,
say we'll get back
I
to you?
yeah, I think they're working on something. I think they already had something worked on. Like I didn't know of. Like they already had think there's something a main event like already planned, but I'm not sure yet. But that's what I think is happening. So
That's a shame.
I just want to know. I want to get in there fast. So we just reached out and gave a suggestion. If they need anybody, I'm here.
Well, it sounds like you're ready to go again.
Yeah,
When do you want to get back in there?
and anytime, man. Hopefully, like the next US show, I guess, if they come to the US.
I don't know
Yeah,
when that is.
I
How
don't know.
about
Hopefully
January?
soon. Yeah, hopefully January is good. Hopefully I don't mind. I'm ready to go.
I know we talked, or I think it was John asked you in Singapore, or was it Bangkok? Sorry,
Yeah.
you were Bangkok, weren't you? I wasn't there. How about Takaru in Tokyo? Because it looks like Takaru's gonna be making a debut in January. We don't know who he's fighting. I don't even know if he's got an opponent. But you said that'd have to be a catch weight. Is that still your thoughts?
If they offer me to fight, yeah. If they offered me, I wouldn't mind. Yeah. But a 130 would be good because I know he can't come to 125 and I can go 135. So a 130 would be good if they ever offer to me. But I'm not like I'm looking to the guys in the division, obviously. But if they offer to me, yeah, I'll accept it.
Well, John, first of all, John, this is Korean John. Sorry. How good was
Not Italian,
Canadian
John.
John? Yeah, Italian John. How good was Italian John in Bangkok, and how good is his coffee? I've been enjoying it
I was
this
gonna
week
ask you guys.
finally.
Oh,
I
of
was gonna
course.
ask.
I actually have I'm in Korea now, but I've been drinking it. I have the bag still in Thailand. So when I go back, I'll drink it again. But yeah, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I drink it every morning. It's like part
Yeah,
of the routine, right?
yeah, for sure. Right.
Exactly. I got the
Yeah,
exact same
boy.
bag, you know?
Good. So the Nick, did you try it?
Yeah, I've been having it every morning as well, and it is very good. I'm just worried I'm going to run out of it soon. So where the hell can I get it?
I
I need to
got you.
re-up.
I'll
Di
get you.
Bella
I'll get you.
espresso.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be. So we're finding out like thebellaespresso.com. We're just figuring out like the shipping for the US, because like the shipping in Canada, it's gonna be we already figured it out, but like now we want to ship it to US. So we're like want to do it all together. So when it's ready, we'll subscribe to the email on the website, and yeah, you're gonna find out soon.
Can I get a cup like that as well?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that looks
Anything
fancy.
for you, Nick. Anything for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I missed your fight. I was so sad. I was stuck in Hong Kong. But John, you were there. Korean John. How good was he in that fight? I mean, we just spoke to Joseph Lasiri. He said he was saying how impressed he was, but you saw it, Korean John. I was so sad I wasn't there, but you were lucky. How was he?
He's one of the smoothest, you know what I mean? I'm not just saying that because you're here, but I've said it before. Like, you're one of the smoothest
Yeah.
strikers I've ever seen live. You know what I mean? I ever seen, fight ever. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, the movement, the speed, and like you just can jump in and out like a snake. It's insane. Like a cobra. It's like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I want more people to see you fight. You know what I mean? That's why if you could fight
Yeah.
in this early December, they should jump on that, man. If you're ready to go, why not jump on it and
Yeah,
fight?
man. Thank you, man. I'm ready to go. I've been training as soon as I got back from Thailand. Uh, yeah, a few days later, I was back in the gym, like coaching and teaching, and then training also. Yeah, I'm in shape, fight ready. I'm always ready. So be always ready in martial arts, like especially at a high level. You gotta always be ready. I'm always staying ready. Even like now, I'm in North Miami right now. And I'm just like I'm like relaxing a couple of days because I've been training. I just finished. I was like training last week and the week before, so I needed a couple of days to relax. But I'm still ready to go. I'm still like in shape. I'm almost near the weight, and I'm ready to go.
Are you making the trip down to South Beach?
Yeah. So I'm like 20 minutes away, so I can go whenever I want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful place out there, South Beach.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Man.
It is. I love that
I know.
place.
I know you lived here. I know you
Yeah.
lived here. Yeah.
I lived in Hollywood. It's like
Yeah.
a little bit north.
So I'm 20 minutes. I'm like 10 minutes away. I'm at Aventura. So I'm like 10 minutes
Okay.
away from Hollywood. I'm 10 minutes south from Hollywood. 10 minutes south. So I always go to Hollywood.
Is that like your guys' vacation spot? Like you
Yeah.
guys
So
go down there?
we just have a vacation condo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. A lot of like when I was there was a lot of people from Canada that would fly down for their vacations almost like every year.
Especially Hollywood. It's all like yeah. Always, yeah.
So many. Yeah, it's man, if you threw your name in the hat, how many weeks do we got left? We got what, 3 weeks until the fight card?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they told you like this weekend, like, okay, we got you, like, would you fly to Bangkok like a little bit earlier?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah. But like I really wanted to fight like those two, like because those guys had a crazy fight, like Rui and Zhang. So like I really wanted to fight those two, but I know they're not, like I don't think they're available. But yeah, because my fight was only like almost like a few weeks before their fight, and we just finished fighting. So why not like do it right away? Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah, how tough is Daniel Williams though? You know what I mean? He just never went away, right? He was just there the whole time, all 5 rounds.
Yeah, he's tough, man. He's good. He's very tough. I knew he was gonna be tough though. Like I knew like going in, like it's not gonna be easy to put away. Like and I knew like he said it in interviews like he has his first time like having a full camp like fighting like with the Rodtang fight and the super leg fight he didn't have like a full camp at all. Like he only had a couple of days notice on both of those fights. And me, he was gonna have an 8-week camp and he was like gonna be 100% ready. So I knew he was gonna be 100% ready. And So yeah, I'm not surprised. I wanted to perform a little bit better, but yeah, I did well.
In that fight, I think he came out. I think he was talking about how he came out southpaw, which was something
Yeah.
that he never did. Was that kind of weird at the beginning, getting used to that?
No, like it wasn't weird. Like I found it strange. I'm like, okay, you switched, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It was fine. Yeah,
Alright.
I like southpaws. I like fighting southpaws. No problem.
And okay, the leg. Okay, like just explain when did your leg, like, because it was pretty beat up, right? But it wasn't like beat up where you couldn't like train, but it looked beat up. Like when did all of that kind of smooth out, like the bruising and everything?
Like 2 days later.
Really?
2 days.
Damn.
Yeah, 3 days later. I was ready. I told you I went back from. So I got home from the flight, and like a day after I was like relaxing. 2 days waiting for the jet lag, and like I went to teach and coach, and then like I was still moving around with the kids and everything, and like yeah, it was perfect.
I think it's the Di Bella coffee, man. I
It
think
is,
the Di
man.
Bella espresso, like you drink
It
that.
is. But I had a little injury going into the fight actually that I didn't know. Like I knew back in my mind I had something. Like I had like a little had water in my knee, so it's made the swelling go up. So when I got back home, I went back home like the few days later. I started training. I banged it again after the fight, and it sold up again. So I went and check it out. Everything was okay, just a little bit of water. So I just drained it, and now I'm back to normal. Like ready to fight. Yeah, right away. It's like it
Nice.
took a day really a little day to recover, and I'm back.
Nice.
I saw you shadow boxing in the hotel. Is that
Yeah.
hotel?
Yeah, I was ready to go literally right after the fight.
Round 6 with Zhang Paimian, maybe.
Yeah, round 6. Let's go. Tag him. Let's go. Let's do it. December 8th. Let's go.
Well, I mean, John, the Korean John again. Who do you think won, Zhang or Rui? And then I'm going to ask Italian Canadian John. But yeah, I mean, that's just the big topic, isn't it? But yeah,
It was a very close fight. You know what I mean? It could have went either way. I think, I don't know, that knockdown that wasn't like counted as a knockdown when he dropped to the knee and popped back up. John, talk about that. Do you think that was a knockdown?
So, listen, like when Rui knocked down Zekreef in Rui's last fight, it was a flash knock. He knocked down Zekreef, and it was a flash knockdown. They didn't count it.
Mm-hmm.
When I knocked down Williams, it was a flash knockdown. They didn't count it.
Yeah.
And when Zhang dropped Rui, they didn't count it. It was a flash knockdown, which I agree with all of them. Like we don't count the flash knockdown because he got up right away. It's not like he's hurt or anything. Flash knockdown. I dropped Williams. He got up right away. They didn't have to count it. I'm being honest. It was Rui knocked down Zekreef. They didn't have to count it. They didn't count it, and and the refs did good on that one. So it's okay. Yeah, this is not a knockdown. But yeah, depends who's reffing, I guess.
Well, if the fighters say that, you can't argue with the fighters, man. They're the ones in there fighting. So if they feel like it should be counted as a knockdown, it's hard to argue against the fighters, right?
Yeah, but like it depends who's reffing. Like it could and can't, but depends who's reffing. Like in America, it would be probably more like a knockdown, but you never know. Who depends who's reffing, man. Yeah.
Who do you think won?
Who do I think won? Close fight, man. It was so close.
Was.
I think Rui did more damage. Like in his face, but like Zhang was throwing more and landing on the arm, so it was like a bit even. Like it's so close, man. It was like weird.
He got a phone call. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, like Lasiri. They're calling each other. They're staging this whole thing.
They're calling. You got a phone call?
No, not me.
Oh yeah, sorry, your phone froze. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, because so Chatri.
No, I'll give him both a shot, man. I'll give him both a shot. Like I'll fight him back to back. Like I'll fight. I know Rui's out till February, so I'll fight Zhang. I'll give Zhang a shot and Rui a shot, no problem. Back to back. They don't have to fight each other yet.
Hungry.
You see, that's what you want your champions to say, right? Like you just fight whoever is one who's gonna fight. You know what I mean? Like, just give me everybody. That's what you want. You don't want your champions to pick and choose, right? And that's what Jon's doing right now. He's just like, give me everybody. Doesn't matter. Line them up.
Yeah, let's go.
I guess you spent
Let's
a
go.
while out, didn't you? So you want to make up for lost time?
Yeah, I want to keep on the roll, keep the roll going, keep the fight going. I felt good. Like when I keep the ball going, I feel even better. I get stronger every fight. So yeah.
All right, I'm going to throw it to Tristan if he's got any questions. But first, I'll just take a couple from the chat. Keith Larimore saying, do you ever look at Combat Press or Beyond Kicks kickboxing rankings? And you surprised you're not yet ranked in them?
Yeah, I seen that ranking, and yeah, I'm a little surprised, but I think it's all the Japanese guys they put. I think I see all the Japanese guys ranked, but it's a bit weird because I know Wang Jungwang is in there, and Zekrief beat him. Zekrief beat him. Zhang beat Zekrief. I beat Zhang. So why are we all not on there? You know what I mean? But yeah, we all beat that like number 5 guy. So like I beat the guy who beat the guy. You know, so it's like it's a bit weird. We should all be there, but it's okay. It's their opinion.
Kickboxing maths.
Yeah.
All right, Chester saying, John, I heard Muay Thai is illegal in Canada or parts of it, like Ontario. What about kickboxing?
Yes,
Is it legal
kickboxing
everywhere?
illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. Kickboxing is not allowed. It's illegal in Canada. Yeah, and but on the west, I think on the west coast, it's legal. Muay Thai and kickboxing it's legal, but on the east coast, it's not allowed. It's illegal.
So you will not be fighting on Canadian soil.
No, if it's if it's in the east, no, I won't be fighting in the east. But maybe in the west. But at that point, let's go to the U.S. Anywhere in the U.S. Let's go to Miami, right here.
Miami. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Let's go to
That's what we're
Miami.
saying, bro.
Tristan wants to
Let's
go
go
to
to-
Miami.
Just
Yeah.
That's
Tristan, do you have
Miami,
any
man.
questions for him as well?
Are you gonna be visiting Asa in Miami, bro?
Maybe he's more West Palm Beach, so he's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So he's like an hour out, but like if I'm only here for a couple of more days, so if I have a chance, I'll go see him for sure.
Speaking on that, you guys came from a pretty similar background, like boxing, kickboxing background. Sorry, Ace is doing Muay Thai, but you guys both coming from a boxing background. What do you think? Does that give you an advantage? Because your boxing was so smooth, man, against Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it gives us a good advantage. You still gotta be aware of the kicks and everything, but yeah, you still gotta be. You can't move your head though. Like if in boxing, if you like in boxing, you can move your head anywhere. You can do like shell up. You can't do this though in kickboxing because you can walk into a kick obviously or a knee.
Yeah.
Like like when I fight the two, like I move my head in boxing a lot more easier. But in kickboxing, you have to stay more straight. You have to like watch out with the ducking and moving your head. You can't walk into kicks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you guys are different, man. You guys were both fine just taking leg kicks. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm from a Kyokushin background, like Kyokushin karate, and we do like we practice like leg kicks and like with bare shins in training, and like yeah, like my legs I don't feel much in my legs when I get kicked, so like I think that's why I'm durable in my legs, so I don't feel much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever consider maybe crossing over to Muay Thai when there's nothing left in kickboxing?
Yeah. First, I want to be pound for pound in kickboxing, and then maybe I'll try a Muay Thai fight.
Oh yeah. And who do you think, if Zhang and Rui are both out, who do you think's a worthy challenger for you?
Joseph Lasiri. There's Pragan
Let's do it.
Chai. Yeah, man.
The
There's
list
good
is
guys,
long.
and there's the guys coming up. Like I think there's a fight tomorrow, a kickboxing fight tomorrow. I see. I don't know the names, but I think I see there's a kickboxing fight tomorrow.
You know what?
So
You
I'm
can
gonna-
do Compet Vertex. He's fought in
Yeah.
K1,
Yeah, let's go.
and yeah, he's worthy opponent. And
Yeah.
or maybe the French guy that fought Patancha in his kickboxing debut. So many options for you, man.
Yeah, man, that's good. The strawweight kickboxing division is getting up there, so
Coming.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I really like it, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. How's Sidichai? Sidichai's doing good?
It's doing good, man. Hopefully we get a fight soon, and let's get this ball rolling.
Yes,
Hopefully we
I'm
can.
excited. Can't
Hopefully
wait.
one does Petrosian Sidichai. They've never fought before, so
I know they were supposed to happen so many times and it didn't happen. So I'm excited. I'll see that, especially in one. It'll be cool to watch it in one.
yeah. Thanks, John. Nice talking to you again, and
Talking to you.
keep doing it, champ. Keep
Thank
doing
you,
it.
man.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, before you
Zekreev
go,
is fighting. Zekreev is fighting tomorrow
yeah,
night
Zekreev,
against
he's tomorrow.
Pekkoso. View Pekkoso. I don't know who that is, but that's the fight.
View, yeah.
Yeah, View.
Keep your eyes on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I wanted to ask John before
Yeah.
you go about this Rodtang-Canada stuff. What's going on with Canada kicking Rodtang out of the country, man? What the hell?
Oh.
They sent him back to Thailand. Did you see
What
that
happened?
story?
I saw like a highlight, but I didn't see I didn't read the story.
Oh well, he went there to do some Muay Thai seminars,
Okay.
and then the gym that brought him over said that the Canadian customs or border agent, whatever, denied entry to him because they believed he wanted to permanently settle in Canada and find employment, which is crazy because you could just Google him, right? But
Yeah.
other people saying he just didn't have a work permit or something. So
It's
yeah,
kinda
what's your
weird.
take on that?
That's kind of weird. They should let him in. He has seminar booked. I don't know. Depends. I don't know. Yeah, the Canadian borders are a bit weird with that, man. Yeah, they're a bit weird. Yeah. The Canadian borders are a bit weird with that. Yeah, even like when you go from the States to Canada and Canada States is a bit weird. But yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know. They should know who he is. They should Google him, and that's it. And that's
Well,
it.
He
we had
just
some
made
trouble
what?
with
How
them.
much did he make? 10 million baht in his last fight? Like, I don't think he
Yeah.
needs money, right?
Man, I can retire with that money at 20.
Exactly. I think they should just Google him.
Dylan says it's brutal getting into Canada, one of the more rigid places to gain
Yeah.
entry to.
Yeah, it's weird. So yeah, it is. It's a bit, yeah.
Never
They're strict.
been.
They're a bit strict. Like, look, kickboxing's not allowed in Canada. They're strict.
Maybe
With
that's
these weird things. Like, it's weird. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, everything's like weird. Like, it's a lot. So always a process in Canada. That's why, like, I always fought in America. So much like higher level. So much easier to fight. So much easier to do everything. And yeah, yeah. That's why I'm always like in New York. More training partners. Yeah, and everything. Yeah.
Are you gonna pay Ong La a visit? You're gonna go to Florida? What's his gym? I forget,
Cliff,
Deerfield, right?
I will not be going to any gym actually. I'll be trying to stay like relax for a couple of days. I just came like to relax a couple of days.
Oh, I
But
see.
because I was training last week like hard, so yeah, just came to like relax a couple of days, a few days, and go back to training on Monday.
I thought you'd gone down to train, yeah, because I think it was your dad was asking me, or the Team Di Bella account were asking. Oh, I was asking them what
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
time
come.
difference was, and they said you were like in Miami, not Canada. So
Yeah, I was gonna come. Like I was gonna do some training here, but like I was like, okay, you know what? I think it's to relax. I was training hard last week, the week before, and I was gonna come and train, but like I decided just to relax a couple of days and come back stronger on Monday.
well, John's going for a vacation next week, Korean John. So
Korean John. I'm the Italian John. He's the Korean John.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're both getting some holidays in. Holidays, we all need a vacation, so it's good.
I definitely need
days.
one. Yeah. John, what if next year one introduces boxing? Is that something that would interest you before even going to like Muay Thai? Like if they offered boxing, that would be something really in your mind right now?
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool. I'm down with that. Yeah, I think even the special rules gloves, they have the MMA gloves.
Ooh.
With the boxing, yeah, I'm down.
Oh,
I'm
even
down.
with the MMA gloves, even with the smaller
of course.
gloves. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's a lot of
Man,
matches.
you down to
right
get
there.
nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do it. You and Pratanchai. They're both.
Yeah,
You guys are both
yeah.
former boxers.
Yes, and you know what's funny? Jared Brooks DM me saying you want to do a special rules bout, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And he's like, how about that special rule striking with those two girls did with the
Yeah.
boxing with the MMA club? And he's like, yeah, I'm down. Let's go. It'll be an honor. And I'm like, yeah, it'll be an honor for me too.
Oh.
And it'll be cool too. We actually did a little agreement on the DMs, but yeah, but hopefully one day that'll happen.
A little matchmaking on the side. Oh,
A little matchmaking.
Jared's calling everyone out. I think he called
Yeah.
Superlek out, and he just wants to
What?
fight. I can't believe they're not giving him fights. I mean, the same was happening with you. You know, you weren't getting fights, and you finally got one, but he got a grappling match, and I'm sure he's happy for the money. But you know, he wants to.
I think him and Joshua Pacho would be a good fight rematch. Is that a rematch? Did they fight? They fought, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fought a
Think-
year ago, or
I think
yeah,
that would be a good rematch. Joshua just won, and I think that would be cool.
But they don't seem to be booking any MMA fights at the moment.
Ah.
So kickboxing as well was struggling, but seems like it's coming back now.
it's
you
coming back,
beginning-
man. It's picking up. It's picking up, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
I am too. All right. Anyone else got anything else for John? Or we'll let him go, enjoy his holiday. Yeah. Sounds like a resounding.
I got something. Everybody needs to go grab them a bag.
Yeah.
Of Di Bella espresso. Hey, every show we advertise your espresso,
Hey,
man.
My
Last
dad
week
saw the
was
last.
too.
My dad saw the last show and he recorded the screen and he said to me,
Oh,
what are
yeah.
you trying to show? I'm like, what are you trying to show me? And after he's like, zoom in. I'm like, I zoomed in and it said Di Bella. That's pretty cool.
I've
That's
got
pretty
that
cool.
here. There it is. Yeah.
That's
There
pretty
we go.
cool.
Get
There
yourself
you
some.
go. Thank you guys.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, no
Yeah, it's all
problem.
you gotta get Tristan some as well. So
I gotta get Tristan. Don't worry about it. I got you. Hook up. I got you.
yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna disappear at this gym, man. They eat everything here. I live with what 7 Thai fighters. Oh my god,
Yeah.
they eat like a storm. I left
They're
a,
like
just a thing of banana, like a whole, how do you call it in English?
a bunch.
Yeah, a bunch of bananas out, man.
Yeah.
I come back after training, all gone. I was
Can't
like,
do
where's
that.
mine? Yeah.
Where's yours? That's it.
Yeah. Where are you from in Italy, by the way? Because I
Oh.
think Joseph is from Milan.
Yeah, he's from the north. I'm from the south. So I'm from La Campagna is Salerno from my dad's side, and from my mom's side, Potenza, which is in another region. Yeah, so I'm from the
You're
south.
like
I'm in the south. It's more country. In the south, it's more country. So even our Italian is very different. Like his is more proper. Like from the north is very proper Italian. Ours is more country slang. So like yeah, it's very. Our Italians are very
Yeah.
different. Yeah,
so it's gonna be like a derby match, huh?
that's
North
it.
versus
That's what we-
South.
That's it. That's
Do
it.
it. Let's do it.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Did we ask you a prediction on that already? I can't remember.
No, on the Park and Chai
Park and Chai,
oh,
yeah.
you didn't ask me. No, I believe Joseph will win again. I believe so because like he was saying, like there's no luck. Like I believe he won the first fight good, and yeah, I think he can do it again. But I think Park and Chai will be more prepared, and like it could be a go a distance, but Joseph could win on points as well. Yeah, it'll be a good fight though. I'm excited to see that.
Sounds like he's gonna call you out afterwards if he does that.
Yeah,
So
I'm ready.
maybe you might have a fight.
Ty, but after this, guys, tag Zhang for December 8th. I want to fight Zhang December 8th if possible. I would love to fight Rui, but I know he's out. So,
I don't know what's going on with Zhang.
let's go.
I don't think he has
Okay.
Instagram as well. But I
Let's
could try
go.
and find him for you on Chinese social media, but you may have to sign up for Weibo. I'll get you an account on Weibo. How about that?
Hey, get me. Okay.
Yeah. Nicola here is also from the south, Calabria. Did I pronounce that right?
Calabria. That's it.
Calabria.
It.
Yeah, CCC. I'm trying to perfect my thing here as well.
Yeah.
I'm not good. All right. We'll leave you alone, John. Thank you
All right, man. Thank you, man.
for
Thank you,
joining
guys.
us.
See you guys soon. Hopefully,
Yeah.
in a fight week
We'll
soon.
get you.
Bangkok.
We will see you against whoever. I'm there. I can't miss it. I've missed your 2 fights in one championship. I cannot believe this. Third time will be the charm. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah,
Where's
I was
Tom?
there
Where's
for
Tom?
both.
You were
Yeah.
there. You were there.
Yeah, in the crowd.
I didn't
Just
see
watching.
you. You're in the crowd. Okay, okay. I didn't see you. I didn't see you in
well,
fight week.
No,
He's always
I
there.
wasn't at the hotel. I wasn't at the hotel.
Okay,
so
okay. You were not total.
Yeah, I didn't have
And
anyone fighting
the-
that card.
Yeah. You didn't have anybody fighting yet.
And then we bumped into each other at Malaysia at the pool before you headed
At
out.
the pool. We saw each other at the pool in Malaysia. Were you in New York with Sidichai when you were fighting together in New York?
No, I was
Or
too
did you-
young.
You're too young.
I
Okay.
think my dad went. Yeah.
Your dad was there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. I used to fight like on the same card as Sidichai in New York. I fought on the same card like twice.
You and Asa.
And Asa, yeah. So we all like fought on like I think like 2 times. One at the
Yeah.
Garden and one at another Hammerstein
Chicago.
Ballroom. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. It was fun. That was good times.
Oh, man. Thank you.
It's a
Alright,
small
guys.
world. All
Enjoy
right.
your vacation,
Thanks,
man.
John.
Enjoy your rest
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah, just gonna rest a couple more days and back to work.
All
Good
right.
one, man.
And we'll see you soon. Thank you, JDB.
Let's go.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Italian
See you
John.
soon, champ.
See you.
Thanks.
Italian John is out. All right.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Oh, Maron.
Oh, Maron. All right. Well, 3 guests, and we've got about 5 minutes to wrap up, but I think we've covered it all.
I think we
Yeah,
got
get
one more
yourself
special
some.
guest.
Who's coming in now?
The Rock.
You know what? I did an experiment last Friday, and the security at one Lumpini.
Oh, yes.
You want to know about that?
What happened?
It was really loose. I was sitting ringside. I had people like yelling over my head, like Thai people from their gyms or whatever, just yelling over my head. And there was no security around. And I was like, imagine people that are paying for this stuff sitting ringside and they have people yelling over your heads. Like literally like yelling just to like yelling at the fighter, but they have ringside seats, but they're coming up like because I was in the middle, just across from the ring. There's a row that's like right across from the ring. And I sat there with City Chai and that. And there were just people right behind us just yelling over us, and it felt really, really uncomfortable, you know? If you get what I'm from like if you're watching the fight, you have people constantly just yelling over your head. It's really loud, and I don't know if why is there not that much security around that area, you know? Is
Which
it
show
because
was it?
it was Friday fights?
Okay.
But I think maybe if it's that loose, there's a possibility that Aliff could have just jumped the fence because there was just no security around as well. I know there's personnel from one, but no proper security.
The plot thickens.
Yeah.
Maybe they just walked in. Who knows? I mean, I've been stopped by security there many times trying to just go to the media section. If I'm not accompanied by a PR, they get very fussy about me going to media seat from the backstage media bit. But I remember one time I got lost in the building. This was a while ago. And then I emerged in the entranceway, you know, where the fighters come out.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I'm right in the middle here. And I'm going to stand here and watch. It's a good place to stand. And then someone caught me, I think one of the PRs. It was like, oh my God, you need to leave there now. You cannot be seen there. I will get killed if they find out you got in there. I was like, I didn't mean to break in. I just got lost. But that was a while ago, may I say. So maybe things have tightened up since then. But
Not
I mean,
really.
I've seen guys with guns and stuff. Security guards seems tight to me from where I've been, but I haven't been
outside,
ringside.
I think, right?
Yeah.
They're outside, but there's nothing inside. They have like what? What do you call the people that take you to your seats? I'm sorry,
Ushers.
my English. Ushers. Yeah, you have the ushers, but there's nothing else. and then they won't do anything about it. And then ushers, they're all over the place because they have to take people to seats, and then I have people just like a whole gym sometimes just yelling over my head, and I was like, how are they getting in here? You know, because I thought, they give out limited seats or whatever for gyms, and that's what my one contact told me. So yeah, weird.
I mean,
For
maybe
ringside,
they
I mean,
just
but you can bring a
Look
whole crowd.
into it. Look into it, somebody.
Yeah.
let
Yeah,
us
it's
know
just
if you've
bad
experienced
considering
it.
it's the army. True. The base is right
Well,
next to the stadium.
it
You can
is,
bring as
yeah.
much personnel as you want, man. I know.
Hit the
They need to up
sirens.
the security, man.
Hit the
Yeah.
sirens.
All right. Here's a question. We can do this quickly from Matt. Fight Night 17. What's been announced? Let me just bring it on screen. We talked about it briefly with JP Gallacher at the beginning of the show, but yeah, here we go. So no main event yet, but I know they're working on something. I've heard rumors of a few things, but nothing announced. There we go. Joe Natsworth versus Luke Lessie. Felipe Lobo
Chef.
versus Simapet. The chef, yes, will be making his debut. Walter against Jacob Smith. Edgar Tabarez, Johan Ghazali. Nguyen Tran Doi Nat is back against Dennis Pirch, Tongpoon, Ellis Barboza. I
Those
mean,
are
if
some
you're a
good
Muay Thai
fights, though.
fan,
Like
yeah, some
matchup
good
wise,
fights.
those are some solid fights, to be honest.
These are all Muay Thai fights, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For a fight night, it's all Muay Thai?
It's the
Interesting.
stadium's birthday, man. They should do it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it feels like it's an all Muay Thai card. Do you know what I mean? Unless they're gonna pull some
Did
a grappling.
did Yotsin Clyde retire?
Yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
That's another fight that never happened. City Chai versus Rodtang-Canada because Rodtang-Canada needed knee surgery. That was 2017 or 18. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But that was before Rodtang-Canada came to 1. That's all I remember.
Could we see somebody come out of retirement to save the show, like a big name? Is that a possibility? Maybe.
Oh, I don't think so, but
They have
What-
plenty of fighters, man. I don't think
If
that
it's-
anyone will come out of retirement.
but look, what is it? It's all Muay Thai fights so far. So there's 6 Muay Thai fights. If it is an all Muay Thai card and you need a Muay Thai main event, who are you calling? Because
Rodtang,
this
because
is-
he's not going to Canada anymore.
that's what I was saying. I was kind of joking around on Twitter, like, let's have Rodtang be Edgar Tabarez round 2, or whatever.
Oh.
But no, let's not have that. But you're limited, aren't you? Because you got Rodtang. You can't do Lasiri or Prajan Chai because they're booked. You can't do
Tuan Chai because he's booked for.
You can't do Tuan Chai, he's booked. You can't do. You could see if Regian's available, but he's saved a few cards. You're very limited, right? I mean, Alicia, she just fought quite recently. And who do you fight?
Stamp is on a seminar tour at the US, so I
Yeah,
don't.
Stamps, yeah, in the US, and Rodtang was gonna be in Canada, so
You know what?
you
How about
don't want to just.
Super Leg versus maybe Taiki Naita or Daniel Paredes rematch? Because Daniel
Yeah.
Paredes hasn't fought since he fought Super Leg at the beginning of the year.
But
but
if you need a
it's
belt, who you go?
Oh
for?
yeah. Belt.
A Muay Thai title. Yeah, it's very limited.
Very
So,
limited.
good
Samila
luck to
versus
them.
someone. Somebody is not hurt at all, I think.
Yeah, but they can't find anyone who wants to fight her.
Oh my god. It'd be a nightmare right now for being a
Yeah.
matchmaker
Yeah,
for one. Sorry.
Yes. Interesting ones doing an all Muay Thai card on Prime when they basically do all Muay Thai fights Friday fights. They need more MMA. Yeah. Well, Kristen, you were talking about it last week. The reason they're doing it seems like an all Muay Thai card is that it's the birthday of the stadium. Is that right?
Yeah.
So it's some sort of thing, and I think it wraps up the year nicely.
Is there after party or what? Like,
Who
I
knows?
know on the other side of town they do an after party, but I don't know about Lumpini.
yeah. He's at the other side of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't know if I should say the other promotion or not because I don't want
I
to be
know what you're
stepping on
saying.
toes.
I know what you're saying. Other side of town. It's all good. You're right though. Hey, they should have a party, right? Why not? It's the celebration.
Yeah,
I'm down for it.
We could have a little party ourselves. See what happens. Rodtang has a hand injury. Yeah, so he's out. It's very limited. Very, very limited.
they might have
Unless-
to break. They might have to break this birthday thing just to put a title on the line, man. I'm looking at the rankings right now. It doesn't look like it's available. Or they can do maybe the Dong Leg and Super Leg for interim if Rodtang's injured apparently. So
There are options. Yeah, I'm sure they're thinking of them all. But yeah, here are the rankings. Slim pickings. You got Rodtang. Haggerty's just gone to Australia and he's just fought.
Yep.
There was some talk, he might fight. They might try and do him and Lobo. That's what I think Liam Harrison was suggesting. And but Lobo's going to fight Simmerpet still. Haggerty, yeah, he's gone to Australia, do seminars. Tawanchai Superbond obviously was meant to be the main event for this card, but it is no longer. So, and then the heavyweights, Regian. They don't have a middleweight, do they?
oh.
It just jumps up to light heavyweight with quickly.
Or you can do like
kickboxing.
Or you can do like a debut a middleweight division, just debut some middleweights. Crown a champion.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Crown a champion would
Let's
be
do it.
fun. Plenty of ideas. All right.
You know
well,
They can even do a whole division that they're not even using globally. 72.5 kilos, 160 pounds. There's so many good fighters in that division that are world class, but they're not fighting in one because they can't go up to. They're too small for 77 kilos, and they're too big for featherweight. So you have a whole division you can't use, man. Globally, of course, I don't know how one does their rankings or how they do their divisions, but yeah, that's a whole division they're not using, man. Because I saw Ricardo Bravo fight Oliver Hansen last Friday, and they were fighting at 165 because I think one of them didn't want to go up to 170, and one of them couldn't make 154, 155. So yeah, it'd be an interesting division to add to one because there's so many people like Joe Ryan, Den Phnom, a lot of guys that they're not bringing in. They might miss out on to other promotions, maybe.
Well, we'll leave it on that note. We've hit the 2-hour mark, and plenty of questions. I'm sure we'll find out in the next few days what's going to happen with this card. One Fight Night 17, December 9 in Bangkok. Still need the main event. It's dramatic. It is dramatic, but we love it. John, Tristan, thanks for joining me. Where can everyone find you? Your handles are in your usernames there. John's going on vacations. Normally I ask him what's he got coming up, but he's taking a break. Tristan, you got anything coming up?
Your haircut.
Yeah, another one.
No, is this anything coming up? I have a guy fighting the GOAT Bokal, so that'll be fun. And yeah,
Oh,
big
wow.
December ahead, man.
Oh, your guy is fighting Bokal?
Yeah,
Okay.
time for
There we go.
revenge, baby.
Okay. And it could be the
It's his
last kickboxing fight for him.
It's
right?
his last kickboxing fight. It's my guy's 100th fight. So
Wow.
let's make a statement, man. Let's do it.
Let's
December
do
2nd, right?
You need tickets, bro? I'll get you tickets.
it. I might need a ticket.
Because I'm gonna be like back in Thailand during that time, but it's like, man, that's kind of like the timing is man, I wish I could be there.
December
Yeah.
2nd.
His
I
last
was-
kickboxing fight in Thailand. So
Yeah. So
if we get our revenge, man, I'll be very happy.
I want to see them put together Chinggis versus Petrosian. That's what I want to see them put together. Put that fight together for December.
Petrosian needs a comeback fight first, man. In my opinion.
Yeah, he does. But I'm just saying, this is me being greedy.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good one.
Peace,
Yes,
love.
have a good one. I don't know when we're going to train Grant. I'm currently injured. I'm not that I trained before, but
You're currently injured without training.
yeah.
Oh man,
I
I
have
got
a
the
really bad
Archer.
back injury. I haven't. I play football usually, and I haven't played since September because of this back. It's
Yeah.
really messed up right now. But I'd love to come and train, do my first Muay Thai, whatever class, seminar, whatever you call it. If you show me Grant in Hong Kong where to go, let's do it. Tell me where.
Yeah, man.
Hit me up. Otherwise, maybe I'll do it at your gym, Tristan, in
Let's
Bangkok.
do it, bro. To Song
I'd love
Pinong
to,
style.
Yeah.
Only 5 minutes, only 30-second rest. Very evil.
That's rough.
Gonna-
That's
gonna
rough.
hit some,
Hey, that's how you make him
cardio.
tough, man. That's how you make him tough.
You're gonna make Nick into a man.
Yeah. Someone needs to.
Yeah,
It's
man.
about time. All right, Grant. It's a deal. We'll do it. Hit me up on Instagram. Okay. Thanks for everyone for watching. We'll see you next week. Try and line up some more fun guests for you. Hopefully, some more news to talk about. I'm imagining we're going to have a Fight Night 17 main event and maybe a few more fights announced for the big Friday fights year-end show. But, it can't get bigger. It's already looking crazy. But anyway, thank you for joining us, asking questions as usual. Keep your eyes peeled on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere. Facebook. The Facebook's going really well lately. So if you can give us a like on there and whatever you call it, a follow and interact with the posts. Grant is really good at that. Thank you, Grant. He's a top fan on there. We're really taking off on Facebook now, getting some traction. So, and click a link, go read a story on the website, scmp.com/martial arts. It's all there. We're trying to really overhaul that whole homepage, but read the stories. It helps me convince SCMP to put more money into this whole venture and
Yeah,
and
subscribe.
expand the coverage.
Subscribe. That's
You
what
don't need to
do.
subscribe
You
to
don't?
the website. No. So all martial arts content is free on scmp.com. So you don't need a subscription.
Okay.
That is the good thing. But if you want to subscribe to SCMP and you want to read about China and everything and Xi Jinping's meeting with Joe Biden, you can do that as well. Whatever floats your boat. If you want to read one championship coverage, it's all free of charge. And just go to scmp.com/martial arts. It helps. Please do it. And we can all eat and get paid. All right. See you next time. Thank you.